So I'm going to say to everyone watching or listening around the world, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Simply Inspired podcast. And this is episode 508 of the Simply Inspired podcast. And today I am joined by a very special guest. I am joined by Sonam Doye. Is that how you say it? Or am I saying it? uh,
Sonam Dhonyoe.
Dhonyoe, who
Yeah.
is a Buddhist monk and teacher, and is going to be sharing some lessons from the Dharma and from his own life with us today, in the hope of inspiring all of you, the listeners and viewers. So, Sonam, thank you so much for joining us today. It is my pleasure to be here
Okay.
with you.
Thank you so much also to invited me in your podcast. I'm really appreciate that.
Well, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. And as you can see, I will bow as best as I can. My other hand is holding the phone, but with
Yeah.
this, I will bow as best as I can. And it is wonderful to be joined by you today. I have seen some of your videos and some of the content that you create on social media, Instagram, is very inspiring. So I just want to tell you that very, very inspiring, and it's wonderful work
Thank you.
you're doing to share spiritual wisdom and knowledge with so many people. So my first question for you is regarding your upbringing, where you grow up, and your decision to become a monk. Now, I will also say, sorry, Sonam, I will also say for anyone listening to this, he is very brave because English is not the first language here, and I think Sonam's English is very good. He doesn't think so, but I understand he's still learning, so we will be patient with that today. And I must say, by the way, before we begin, that what you're doing, speaking like this in a language that is not your first, is very brave, and I respect the courage that it takes to do that very much. So please allow me to say this as well before we begin. But um,
Okay.
returning to my question as to why you decided to become a monk, may we discuss this topic first, please? Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Firstly, I want to tell you, my name is Karma Dhonyoe, and now I'm 22 years old, and I became a monk 2010 when I was 7 years old. I became a monk at Tirgar Hoiseling Monastery. It's the monastery of Mingyur Rinpoche. Do you know Mingyur Rinpoche?
I do. I read some of his books actually, including I recently read the In Love with the World. I think
Yeah.
it is called, about his travels. But he
Yeah.
is a remarkable teacher and a remarkable human being.
Yeah. And at that time, I was only 7 years old, right? So I became a monk, Tirgar Hoiseling Monastery in Nepal. Then, after a few weeks later, you know, I went to the India. In India, near the secret place of Buddha Shakyamuni, where Buddha attained enlightenment. The place name is Bodh Gaya. Near the Bodh Gaya, there is also Tirgar Monastery. That one is a school now where I'm now in Nepal, Tirgar. Uh, in, in this is college, and I went to the India to study Buddhism and Tibetan, and I completed my Tirgar school after. Oh no no no! I completed my Tergar school 2018. Then after that, I returned to the Nepal, Tergar here, and I restart to study again. And then now I'm here. So I have been studying for 15 years. Still 5 year left to completed my Tergar college. Actually, we have to study 20 year in Tergar school, 8 year in Tergar college, 12 year. So 5 year more left to complete my Tergar college. And I decided to become a monk. And when I was 7 years old, I came to Kathmandu from my village. And one day, my mom and I doing circumambulating Buddha stupa. This Buddha is so popular holy place in Nepal. And my mom and I was um, circumambulate at that time. Uh, I cried a lot to visit my uncle. My where I'm now, my uncle was there in Tergar College, and then I cry a lot to visit my uncle. And my mom thought I really want to become a monk. That's why I cry. And then my mom put me on at monastery where I'm now, and at that time I don't know, to be honest. I don't know I want to become a monk or not. I was only 7 years old, but as I continue to study monk, I like to be monk, and I decide to become a monk for all my life. And I'm very happy to be a monk now. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful story and a wonderful description. And I must say as well that becoming a monk 7 years old is amazing. It's very young, but it's an incredible story. And 20 years to study, 15 years now, and 5 more years is amazing as well. The dedication and the discipline that you live is wonderful, and I respect very much this. And I would like to ask you as well, as we discussed when preparing for this, the changes in your mind, in your heart, during your time as a monk so far. Now, when we were preparing, I didn't realize you were so young when you started. So I thought maybe you were a teenager, something like this when you started, but 7 years old. I
Yeah.
would though like to talk about some of the changes, some of the differences in the happiness, the peace that you feel now as a monk. Maybe there were times when it was difficult for you to learn all of these things, and maybe there were times when you had to grow through difficult times. But really, the question is the inside of you, not
Yeah.
only the outside, how you have changed over these years, please. Thank you so much.
So since becoming monk, to I, f- I really feels I have changed a lot, whether outside or inside. So Since becoming monk, uh, you know, how to say, something began to strip, through study, practice, and guidance of my teacher and my guru, Mingyu Rinpoche. And I slowly start to see that true happiness and something within. And usually we feel like peace comes from external sources like a money, bigger house, something. But happiness is something we gain. It is not, outside of ourselves. It is with, you know, happiness is within us. So, but our happiness is something covered by ignorance, attachment, anger, etc. And we need to uh, uncover this layer of attachment, anger, and other obscuration. And uh, since becoming monks, I really feel that so peace is not comes from external sources. And now, uh, really, physically and mentally, I felt that meditation is the only the way we can uncover this layer and and become more happy.
Wonderful wisdom, and I appreciate you to share these things to help other people, other sentient beings from the lessons that you have learned. And actually, that is my intention as to why I'm doing this, because I consider myself a lay practitioner, really. I do my best, but at the same time, I want to share the wisdom to help other people. So when you are sharing your
Yeah.
lesson from study is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Usually, in according to Buddhism, especially according to Mahayana Buddhism, we say uh, we are already Buddha, but our true nature of Buddha, basic innate goodness, is every time with us, but covered by the attachment and anger and other obscuration. That's why our true nature of Buddha is cannot arise. So that's why now we have attachments and angers and others obscuration. So uh, like a diamond, if there is a diamond, it's covered by some mud. Then you cannot see the diamond, right? But there still exists the diamond inside. But same like that, this diamond is our true nature of our mind and Buddha nature. But our Buddha nature is covered by the obscuration. So we only need to how to say eliminate and clean to this mud. When you uh, clear and eliminate this all obscuration and this mud, and when at the time your diamond and Buddha natures arise, at that time you are becoming Buddha.
I
Okay,
understand.
thank you.
Understand. Thank you. It makes sense. Thank you so much. It's a wonderful lesson for people. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank
Now,
you.
as we speak as well about your own daily practice, I would like to mention this because it's not only about you personally, it's about this process that you were saying just now of uncovering the diamond, because of course you have been working on this for many years, but people want to know, when you are a monk, what actually happens in the day, when you get,
Schedule.
yes, this schedule, this practice, daily practice, yes, schedule, let's call it that.
I usually, our monk schedule is so simple and so peaceful. So I usually wake up 5 a.m. and after brushing my teeth and washing my face, I do some exercise for physical health. If we don't have good health, then we cannot help other being. So firstly, we have to care our body to help to all sentient being. So I exercise for few minutes, and then I spend some time to spiritual practice, chanting. I usually in morning I chanting some Manjushri prayer. Manjushri is a wisdom god. So I reciting the mantra of Manjushri for 15 minutes, and I meditate. Also after that I meditate, and I'm practicing my meditation, and after that I go for breakfast. Also breakfast is so important, right? if And I go for breakfast, and from 7:15 to 8 a.m. we have a group meditation class, and this time to settle the mind and deepen our awareness together, not a particular. And and then from 8:15 to 9:30, uh, I attend a class, and there I have my personal class. And this year I am studying Madhyamaka. Madhyamaka means that the middle way. But in Madhyamaka, uh, in this subject, we're talking about the emptiness. Emptiness. So I have a class to 8:15 to 9:30, and that's the Buddhist philosophy class. After class, I do self study until 11:30. Sometimes I go to the library. In our monastery, we have a big library, so I really like to study in library. I really like in library. Sometimes I go to the library and study till 11:30, and at 11:30 is it is our lunch time. and and followed by a rest break, and until 1:30 p.m. And at the time after lunch, in our monastery, uh, most of the monks are sleeping, take nap, short nap, because we have a class till 9:30 p.m. So we need to rest well. So most lot of the people are taking short nap after the lunch, and I return to self study from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Again, self study. And then at 3:30 it's our tea time. 3:30 is our tea time. And but since I don't drink tea, so I usually rest in my room, and sometimes I go with my friend in garden and talk something. And from 3:30 to 4:30, I attend another class. Like morning, we have a class, right? And this same class repeating, how to say, uh, how to say, I have no idea. So how to say, revenge class, something.
I understand. I
Yes, revenge
understand.
class. And then after that, after class, until 5, we have a half hour break. And I join, debate class from 5 to 6 p.m. We have a debate class. Uh, have you ever seen monks are debating?
I have heard of it and I have read
Once
his
monks are
book.
sitting down, and once monks is standing up, and they are playing like this.
Yes.
Yes. We are when we are debating, we are slapping our hand. It means Manjushri. What I already mentioned it to you, to wisdom god. Wisdom god carry the wave in her hand, and it means this wave is representing the wisdom, you know uh, wave. And then when we are doing like slapping, this means this, how to say, this wave, right? How to say, uh, wave. I have no idea,
Whip.
cutting
Yeah.
wave, right?
Yes. Whip.
Yeah.
I think you say the right way is so
Yeah.
you mean it strikes the person with wisdom. It's
Yeah.
like the
Like
strike.
can you see, this is the wisdom god.
Wow.
Wisdom gods carry their wave, right?
Yes.
And
I understand.
when we are slapping like this, that's Manjushri wisdom wave cutting our ignorance. This is our ignorance, and we are visualize like when doing the debating, we are debating like this. It means our ignorance caught by wisdom of wave.
It also when you say this, it can be to strike is one,
Yeah.
but it can also be to cut, to chop. It
Yeah.
depends on the situation, but I know what you mean. I'm surprised to see a monk with a mobile phone. I hope you don't mind me to say,
Yeah.
but I didn't expect to see an iPhone in monastery. How do your teachers know that you guys are not going to be looking on there for something not good, or you're not going to be calling people outside? If you don't mind
Yeah.
me asking, do they check it for you?
It's a normal, right? It's now it's 21st century.
Yeah,
Normal.
yeah,
So yeah, we can learn a lot of things from social media, through phone, right?
yeah.
So if, as long as your intention is good whilst you're playing mobile, using mobile, and then it's okay.
Yes, it's very good because, like I said to you before, when you share videos and
Yeah.
when you share things for people to learn,
Yeah.
it's very good. I know no criticism from me. I was just curious because I wondered if
Very good.
when yeah, when you come inside, I thought maybe they take it away, but but you have. So it's interesting. It's very interesting.
I'm using iPhone, because it's uh my mom and my family, they know I'm really interested in sharing some knowledge in social media, and earlier I don't have good phone. My camera was not good. And then my mom said they thought they bought for me iPhone to make good quality video and share my knowledge to others. And nowadays people are uh, looking forward to good quality with good content, right? So that's why I'm using iPhone.
Wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful way to
Yes.
share wisdom with more people, which is of course how I personally hear about you. So it's very good. But I'm just curious. I must say. So I would also like to ask you,
And
for
then
people.
I also, okay, what were sorry.
No, it's okay.
Then 6 o'clock is our dinner time.
Ah, yes. It's
Yeah, six
end of
o'clock is dinner time, and then from 7 to 8, we have we focus on memorization, and at 8 p.m. we gather for puja prayer, dedicate to our sponsor, and for the well-being of all sentient beings. And from 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. we have another debate class, and after which I return to my room for more rememorization, what I memorize, and that how my day ends.
wow. It's amazing, incredible discipline to do these things every day, but it's a beautiful life as
Also now is my memorization time. Yes. But it's
now.
all, yes, now Nepal 7 to 8 p.m. is memorization time.
Well, well, thank you very much in this case for taking time from your.
What I really like what I have learned. I really enjoy to share my knowledge what I have learned. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy.
Well, it's wonderful. I appreciate you to speak with me in your memorization time, though. It's an honor for me that you take this time for this. So in that case, I won't keep you much longer because you have to go soon, I think. But
Yes.
before you do, may I ask you one or two other things, which is, first of all, when you finish the next 5 years from now, when you
Yes.
will be 27 years old, I
Yes.
also would like to ask you this as to when you have completed the 20-year study, what happens after that time?
Yes. At the time, we have more responsibility. Now I am working as a chanting master in monastery, and we have I have so big responsibility, and also I really want to become a Kimbo. It is a big title of in our religion, and that's Kimbo. And then in our monastery, after completed, and then during 3 years, we have to write book more than 300 page about we have to choose some subject like Abhidharma, Pramana, Pragyaparamita, Madhyamaka. We have to choose one particular subject and we have to write a book more than 300 pages. Then after that, if this book is really helpful to other people, and then Mingyu Rinpoche will give the title of Kempo.
That is amazing. I have heard of Kempo. I have heard, but it explains the meaning of this. And because you need to memorize, I will give you my last question then. Is if people would like to follow you because you have social media, you have the ability to teach and for people to learn from you directly. How can people follow you and connect with you to learn more from you online, personally? Where can they follow you, please?
Uh, now I'm only using Instagram, and people, if someone want to learn, and they can connect with on Instagram. Uh, as much as I will reply.
Yes, it's wonderful that they can contact you. And actually, I will send you this interview as well, so that you can use it anywhere, so that people can see your side. Of course, my side, I will promote it everywhere, but I will send it to you, if you have any uses to share it with more people. So there's no problem. But today we have covered some nice topics because with your life, people can learn lessons from your experiences, but also you have shared some nice topics about Buddhism as well. And I hope that people can learn from them in order to uncover the Buddha within, like you show me the diamond and you take away, the mud. I hope that this talk today helps people in that regard, in a way that they can begin to, um, like you were saying about the whip, they can begin to cut some of these attachments, these ignorant things, and begin to change, even if they are not in a monastery like you, even in day-to-day life. So I hope that today this talk helps some people, and would just like to thank you so much for taking this time out of your evening, your memorization time as well. I didn't realize you're taking time out of this. And I would also like to say that, as I said at the beginning, is very brave to speak like this in language is not your first language, and you've
Yeah.
done very good job.
Thank
So
you.
I would like to
Thank you.
say that you should be very pleased with the result, and thank you so much once again for everything. And before you go, may I take a picture of us like this, just so that I can post it and say that the interview will be released
Okay.
soon. Everyone should watch. Is okay? Yes,
Okay, sure.
I will do it. Okay. One more. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you again. I wish you a wonderful evening. Blessings and my warmest wishes to you.
Opportunity to share my knowledge to your audience.
It's my pleasure. My pleasure, my honor as well. Thank
Also,
you.
you can do like this. You cut some video of this podcast, and you can collab with me in Instagram. I will accept.
Yes, okay. To make some clips, some
Yeah.
short pieces. I understand. I can do this. Yes. There's no
Yeah.
problem. No problem. I will be happy to. Okay. Thank you
Much.
again.
Have a good day.
Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the Simply Inspired YouTube channel, and there'll be more videos coming soon.